What's up? Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 3 of E3 2021. It's the Controllers and Coffee E3 2021 and Summer Game Fest Extravaganza.
Whoa!
And it's just me and you, Kat. What's happening? How you doing? What's cracking?
You know what? I don't care about most of it. Like, nothing impacts me because Elden Ring happened. So, like, it didn't matter what was going to happen. It was going to be a good time. That's
that was before E3 even started.
Yeah,
to think that Elden Ring is not even at E3.
Idiots. Although great for
Bandai.
Jeff. Bandai's tomorrow.
Right. Oh my god. I wonder if we'll get more Elden Ring.
I really hope that they just show me a pre-order thing. I want to get the special edition. Yeah. I want that shit. I'm so excited.
Yeah, dude. And so new info's come out about the old Elden Ring. So new info's come out about Starfield. More info's come out about Halo Infinite. Actually, loads of gameplay has come out for Halo Infinite multiplayer, and it's got people hyped. And I am so happy about that because I love myself some Halo, and I am so excited that people are excited for Halo. I think that's huge. That's big.
That is huge. That's big.
And like Twitter's like popping off, like everyone's so happy about it. So that's sick. We also had the Freedom Showcase, and we had the Indie Game Showcase, and we had Capcom's Nothingness.
And Take-Two's fucking 45-minute freaking.
They did a thing about diversity and stuff like that. Is that right? Was it just a panel?
Like that. Yeah, it's just a panel. But
okay,
why?
Yeah,
why? Why'd you do that? Important conversation, but for another time. This is Game Hype Week.
Yeah, true. This is Game Hype Week, and it very much is. Kat, it's going to be a chill little podcast. I've got to say a big props to you, first of all, for being just the best co-host ever. This week's been very hectic, and we've been just like constantly in chat messaging each other like, oh my god, did you see this trailer and this and watching hours of content, and I swear I've not slept enough. And
right, it's been hard. Like every day that we've had showcases, I've been working full time, so I'm watching on my breaks. I'm getting home and I'm like, I have 1.5 hours to digest all this content before we go live. I'm like, beam it into my brain, but it's been good.
Look at who made it to the podcast. Reef, my man, love you too. I miss you, brother. I was thinking about you the other day. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming in. It's great to see you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've just worked like 6 days in a row.
Yeah.
And there's I've got a day off tomorrow. And I'm exhausted, but I'm like I'm so hyped. I'm like living off hype alone. I'm having a beer this evening.
Ka-chow. Cheers.
Ka-chow. But I'm like, I'm running on hype. I'm on the train watching trailers. I'm on the train watching trailers.
Starting my car. Nice, Reef. Well, good luck.
Shit, bro. I'm glad this is what you do when you're, trying to get shit happening in your life. You're just like, I'm gonna check out Direckt Gaming. And my name's Jeff. We are officially gaming. Quite literally, we are gaming, baby. Thanks for joining for the third stream in a row, mate. It's really great to have you here. What a hero. So I've been like flat out watching shit on the train, trying to consume every piece of media. I almost considered everything in 1.5 times speed just to consume.
I thought the same thing. I was like, what? How can I speed this up? How can I consume media faster? Yeah,
I know. And trying to just absorb it all. And there's too much. I still haven't watched a few things. I skimmed through the indie showcase. I forgot that the Freedom Showcase was even a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Capcom.
hard.
I
It's
was
a
like,
lot
what
of
is
content.
this? This is nothing. It's so much.
Was nothing.
It's more.
Sadly.
Yeah. Like they didn't talk about anything new, did they? Like
nothing
they
that
didn't reveal
I
a
cared
game.
about.
Yeah.
No,
which is so weird.
I don't think so. They had like they talked about that multiplayer Resident Evil, whatever it's called, RE something. They talked about Resident Evil Village DLC. They talked about Monster Hunter Stories 2. They talked about Monster Hunter Rise DLC, and then they talked about the Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. Right.
Chronicles.
Well, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Yeah. Whatever it was.
And then. Yeah, I was watching some of that. I was like, okay, this is kind of funny. And then they're like, now watch some gameplay, and it was like 10 minutes of just like Ace Attorney. It's like, this is not fun to watch. This isn't a fun game to watch. This is a fun game to play. Probably. Yeah. It looks fun. And that's weird. It's Capcom. They usually show something. Right?
I know. Normally a big banger, but all right, whatever. Everyone has their time, and now was not there, sadly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Capcom and Gearbox. Like, why did Gearbox not show their big upcoming game that like people are really excited about? No. Who knows? Who the fuck
Too much to ask for.
But you know what? That's fine. Bandai's tomorrow, and you never know. We may get more Elden goodies. We may get more Elden goodies. And of course, Nintendo, which
Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, right? Yeah. We'll see.
I don't think a 40-minute showcase from Nintendo. I know other channels would be able to turn that into a 2-hour podcast, but I definitely couldn't. Us. So we're not covering the Nintendo show. Sorry to anyone who would be hoping that.
The thing that everyone wants to see is Breath of the Wild 2. Like, that's it, right? What else am I looking for?
Yeah.
I'm looking for a new Bomberman. All right? Like, give me Bomberman.
Oh, you could play that. What is that? Bomberman R. That's like a battle royale or some shit.
No thanks.
No thanks. All right. What do you want to start with? Do you want to talk about Elden Ring?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I'm just gonna play this trailer.
Let's put that trailer on repeat. Fuck yes, I've been watching this trailer so much. I've been watching like other people's like reactions to it just to see like what they find, like the little tidbits that they see.
Yes, I'm also going to play it in half speed because I could watch this trailer forever.
Everyone, you know, there's that scene where the eye rolls down and it's like got all these swirls around it. There was 8 swirls, so everyone thought it was related to an earlier leak that there was going to be 8 sections to the game, 8 areas, but there's actually 6. Which I think is very interesting. Like, I thought that would have been such a great connection to have the 8 areas. But
yeah, right.
Now it's only 6. Oh, interesting. But man, look at this gorgeous fucking thing. Dude, in a shot that's about to come up, can you pause when we get the big shot of the Erd tree? I think actually we may have just gone past it.
I think we did. What have you got to tell me about?
No, I think it's before. Tree? It's before then. Back again. Back.
Cool. That was it.
No, I think I'm a dum dum.
Play at normal speed.
It's not. It's not this shot. It's a different shot of the Erd tree.
Okay. We just talked about stuff.
Yeah, there's a bit. Oh
God, it's beautiful.
In the map of the Erd tree. Nope, not this one. Keep going. Sorry. Not this one. Actually, go back. That would be a perfect shot to do it. That'll be perfect. There. Amazing. So, see like this area, it looks massive and you can see the Erd tree over there. But behind the Erd tree to the right of it, there's like a cliff. And then right on the edge of the cliff, there's like a big bowl, like a huge, that's on the edge, a bowl. In the in the original leaked trailer, you're at that bowl.
Oh.
So like, in another shot, you see a very similar like pan to this, and you can see that little bowl up in the corner, but you're so much further away. You can see all the land between you and the tree, let alone then the tree and the bowl. And I'm like, fuck, it looks massive. Like,
whoa,
I'm so excited. Like,
that's very interesting. I want to go back and try and find that leaked trailer now.
I know. Well,
I assume now that they've shown this, like, they won't be so fussed about people looking at the leaked trailer.
No, not at all. I'm like so excited about Day-Night Cycle, where the enemies are going to be more or less aggressive, and more or like have more or less aggro towards like being able to actually see your character and chase you, as well as different enemies appearing at night. Like, I am so excited for that. Stealth works better at night, which makes sense. Like, I love, and the dynamic weather system, so it can rain as well and give you more stealth. Like only in my dreams.
Yeah, this is quite literally your dreams coming true, and it makes me so happy. It's fucking rad.
I am so happy. And you know how last time we talked about Elden Ring, we mentioned how this fog gate behind him was actually gold. And I've been watching a lot more about the trailers and about how apparently all of the characters that are not tarnished have a golden aura. And when you become tarnished, you lose that golden aura, and that's why you're gone, you're exiled. So the tarnished aren't necessarily like a species, or like they're not like the pygmies or anything from Dark Souls, or like the giants or anything. They're just people that have been tarnished. Like, it could be any race or anyone. And so, like, the golden grace, and obviously the Erd Tree's gold, like, gold is a really big part of the story. And, like, as I was researching, I was like, of course, the fog gate is golden.
Just brain connecting all these dots.
Ooh. But yeah, apparently you can see when people are not, like, in their eyes have a golden aura. Like, I'm so excited. But like, not many of the characters do you actually get to see their eyes. Like this wolf guy, I assume he's a wolf, or like a panda man, I don't know. And like there's Valkyrie, like you don't really get to see anyone's eyes. Maybe just that one arm guy. Oh, speaking of the arm guy, in the first teaser that they showed 2 years ago, there's a king there, very small and skinny, and he's got all these arms, and he's holding up that ripped off arm. I don't remember know if you remember.
Yeah.
And all these other arms are coming down. That's the guy with the axe. That's him.
Yeah,
but, like,
fucking oath it is.
He looks so different. Like, he's huge now. Like,
as soon as the arms came out, I was like, it's the dude.
The arm guy.
The dude. It's the arm guy.
Up. Mr. Army Man. I'm so excited.
I used to play when we were kids, Army Man.
Army Man. That freaking weapon art that he uses where he holds up the sword and it goes blue and then he slices it.
Yeah, so I read that today about weapon art. So that was is that a thing in Dark Souls 3?
It's in Dark Souls 3, and each weapon has its own weapon art. But now they're collectible and usable across different weapons, as opposed to being like...
So kind of like the combat arts in a way, which are like... I mean, I know you only have one weapon in Sekiro, but the combat arts are like things you equip. Kind of like that?
I assume so. I assume it will be kind of like a spell that you or a upgrade that you equip to a weapon, because like in Dark Souls 3, you'd be like, oh, that person's using a Stora's sword. They've got that little Healy thing or whatever. It's on it, like lightning or whatever. I can't remember. Or you'll be like, oh, that person has a dagger on. Their weapon art is like a quick step. So you know what it is. But this adds like a huge amount of like questioning to PvP. You don't know. They pull out a great sword and then suddenly they're like, pew! Like, who knows? You don't know, because there's over 100 weapon arts that can apply to whatever. Summoning, and like you can kill your enemies to get like summon pets, and some of them, like, they're upgradable. Some of them are really strong and get more powers, and some of them are kind of useless but have like passive buffs. Like, oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
That's so rad. Apparently the Lands Between is actually a name that was invented by George. R.R. Martin.
Yeah. It's not a cool name. The lands between, lame. And also in Dark Souls 2, the place you start is called the Things Betwixt, which is just a better version of that name.
Really?
Yeah. Like
what? That's
it's
so
just a
weird.
better version of that name. The Things
Is that Betwixt. All? Is that all he did? It was like the lands between.
Yeah, he's like, and now I'm done. They say that he made a lot of the lore, and then the FromSoft team iterated on it and changed it to fit what they need, which is great. But it also kind of means that there might be less strings to their other games because someone who is probably not familiar with them has created this back lore, and then maybe they've just added some nods like here and there, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But probably quite different.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing was there'll be the hub world has a world map, but like dungeons and inside areas don't. That's pretty cool. I think important as well because a world map for a big area is good, but I really like even just the fact that like in Sekiro, you just don't. You just have to learn your way around, and
I love that.
I think that's sick. And that was such a like shift in my brain when I played that game to be like, wait, when I looked at the map, it's like just a drawn map. And I was like, oh, there's no map.
Yeah, you're like, what?
But you don't need it. Like a few hours into that game, a few hours into that game, I was still on the first boss, but it's, you know, once you get into the game, you're like, all right, I'm just going to start at the start and run to pretty much the end of like the halfway point of the game. And I know exactly where I'm going and I know where I need to go. And it's training you and you know where every enemy is. This is what I was going to ask you is like, I don't know if they've said this, but is it going to, have they said if they're going to have resetting enemies? Are they going to have like bonfire-esque mechanic?
All right, I've got
about this.
Two things already. I have a lot of speculation, but I have two facts. So they have released some other screenshots as well in different interviews that they've had because they've interviewed with IGN, but they've also interviewed with, I think, Famicom and some other Japanese companies. I don't know who. But they've also released some screenshots. And one of the screenshots is that big carriage with the two dudes in the spikes. And all those little guys walking around. They're standing underneath a cliff instead. And there's all this like foliage that you can hide in. And it's dark, it's nighttime, and it's raining. So the enemies move around. I don't know if they'll have set spawn locations or if they'll be like, okay, you know, X amount of enemies are spawning in this area. Or, you know, the mushroom guy is always in the swamp. There will always be 5 mushroom guys in this swamp. There might be some wandering enemies and some static enemies.
I'm looking at
I assume there will be. Yeah. So that's very interesting. Now, I did hear, as for bonfires, I heard that you will have, there's the 6 locations and the like overworld, but there's also a hub, like in Demon Souls or in Dark Souls 3, where you've got like your main home area, which is like your safe area, your Firelink Shrine, if you will, your you know, your freaking area to hang out where potentially
kind of safe area.
Friends might come or vendors might come. So it seems like there will be an area for that as well. However, in this trailer, they do show you resting at a camp. And we know, so one of the shots is at nighttime, the Erd tree's behind you and you're resting at a camp. There you've got a little bonfire.
I did see that actually. Yes.
Now we know from Dark Souls 3 that they were experimenting with moving bonfires, which is your checkpoint for the Dark Souls games, which really came to nothing. Basically, the only thing you do in Dark Souls 3 is you get your first coiled sword and you put it in your shrine. So you don't get to choose where it goes, but we know that they were trying to do that. So hopefully they've actually succeeded with that. And you can find like maybe not, you can do it everywhere, because I feel like you could like kill an enemy, move forward 5 feet, place a camp, Like maybe there'll be consumable items, or there might be areas where you're safe to build a camp. Like you might go to build and they're like, you can't build here. But I also think potentially it's necessary to have, like, I'm not sure if you don't have, they said there will be fast travel points. Will they be camped? Right. Or will you just be going to landmarks, for example? When you're in multiplayer, you can't travel by horse. So
I heard that too.
Yeah, so you'll need to have the ability to be in closer locations than your hub world. So maybe finally it is time to have your look. This is the shot. Look at all that zone, right? And then it sweeps up behind the Erd tree, and then a little bit further. Keep going. Keep panning tree. Keep panning. There's a little pot. Like, that area is massive. It's huge. Look at all that zone.
Yeah, all this action down here.
Yeah, and from what we've seen in like previous trailers, people are very they think they're confidently assuming that what we see in the trailer in this whole first section, before you get to like the quick cuts, the whole first section is what people are assuming is one area out of the 6. So I'm really excited to see, like, they describe Dark Souls as one area, like Dark Souls 1 as one area with a few side sections like the painting. So the painting is basically one level where you get teleported away. So that's a separate area to them, but all of the rest of Dark Souls is one area. And like the DLC, you get teleported away as well. So that's a separate area, but the whole rest of the game is one area, is what they're saying. And then they're like, there's 6 areas. I don't think each area is going to be the size of Dark Souls at all, because that would be absolutely ridiculous.
Huge, yeah.
But I think it speaks to the scope of what they're trying to make in each area, because those are very, like, the whole of Dark Souls is very segmented yet intertwined, and there's a lot of different areas, and they're saying, like, in a whole area there is your main dungeon, but there are a bunch of side dungeons and castles as well that you can explore. And I'm so excited. Like, I am not leaving an inch of this fucking world unturned. They're like, I hope you don't fast travel too much because we want you to explore the world. I don't need to fast travel. I need to find every item.
That's fair. What's up, Carl? Carl from Season Gaming in the chat. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today, this morning for you over in beautiful, sunny UK, I assume right now. Thank you. That just sounds phenomenal, Kat. I love your passion for this, because it's just like you're giving me all the hot, juicy goss. And
I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited.
It's great, and it really looks it looks the tits. It looks so incredibly good,
right? And like they talked about how it's a culmination of everything that they've learned. They've tried really hard to keep it, like, that's the camp, to keep it like Dark Soulsy and like what we've come to expect. Like, even though George has created the lore, they don't want to give it to you like you would expect with that sort of narrative writing. It's still going to be delivered the same way. Like, I am so hyped. They're very confident that it will release on the date that they've given as well, which is nice. And that's then great. Also at the end of the IGN interview, like, that was the first interview they did, and they're like, oh, we just want to say thank you for being our first interview. Like, we're working really hard on this game, and it's been really great to see everyone's positive reactions. Like,
that's so good.
Miyazaki.
That's fucking sick. That is awesome. Well, how exciting. I could literally watch this trailer for hours. But we should probably talk about some other games.
Yeah, we can talk about something else
now. Hey, don't get me wrong. That I'm so hyped for that game. I'm very scared because I'm just going to die so many times.
They said in an interview that it's more accessible because of all the different ways there are to fight, and like all the different paths that you can take straight from the get-go.
Fair enough.
So with your summons and your weapon arts and your spells and your different weapons, they think it's more accessible but still difficult.
Yeah. And that's I'm about it being difficult, to be honest.
Me too. I want it to be hard. I don't want it to be accessible. No, I'm kidding. But
that's one of the best things about my experience with Sekiro was the struggle, like overcoming the struggle. Fucking so good. Such a good game. Okay. Well, let's pivot.
Let's
to a bit of Halo
Hell
multiplayer.
yeah.
A lot of details have come out today. There's this, which I'm just going to make it not be in slow motion because this is not a short trailer. There was a Halo Infinite multiplayer reveal where they have really just given us a wealth of information about Halo Infinite multiplayer, shown shitloads of gameplay.
Footage.
It looks stunning. Graphically it looks really good too, which I think, I think the gameplay is really impressing people, but the graphics do look great. It seems to have a
great
really
improvement from last year,
big improvement. And some of the detail in the Spartans is fantastic. The customization. Now it's almost like they're separate things, the Halo Infinite multiplayer and the Halo Infinite campaign, because the multiplayer is free to play. So it's a
different
big
downloads, right?
change. I would assume so, because if you don't want, if you're not paying for Game Pass, but you want to play Halo, like you're going to download it for free. You can download it for free, which is funny because it's like, I think them deciding that the multiplayer would be free is going to make more people subscribe to Game Pass anyway. Because they'll be like, oh, well, I really love the multiplayer. Maybe I'll just pay for Game Pass for a month and I'll play Halo Infinite single player. And then they're like, oh, fuck, there's 300 games on here. And, I'll stay. Yeah. I think it's a really smart business tactic to get people to be like, maybe I will jump into this service, even though I don't have to, not at all, to play it. And, some people on PC, I mean, there's definitely going to be a lot more people on PC who will choose to play Halo without having Game Pass, I think, as well. Because, most people I know with an Xbox just have Game Pass. Yeah. But yes, they're talking a lot about kind of living up to the legacy of Halos of the past, but also kind of being a modern game. And it looks exactly that. Like the combat still has that really, I don't know, there's something about Halo that's like more chunky, the way the guns move, and like the bullet, like the guns aren't super fast. Even like the assault rifle, it's not like, the time to kill is not like really quick like Call of Duty. It's like you have to break their shields and you have to like do headshots, and like I think the way the weapons sound and they look and they seem to feel, obviously I'm not playing it, but the way they kind of seem to have this like weight to them looks so interesting. And this bit they're talking about like the weaponry and stuff that you can find around the place. So like if you want to go for like a power weapon, you can find them in, on the wall. But I think you may be limited in multiplayer by what they're saying to a power weapon or maybe the grapple. So you won't be able to have like both. So like you can choose to get the grapple. There's armor effects, but they go in your inventory. So you don't, in the old games, you get an armor ability, and when you pick it up, you use it. Now you put it in your pocket essentially, and you can use it when you're ready to use it. So it makes it more tactical and he just picked it up off a dead body as well. So I think that's sick. It adds that little bit of extra tactical gameplay to, this is just like the small team stuff. And then they show a whole bunch of big team battle.
Big team battle!
Which looks wild. And I think it's now 12v12 instead of 8v8.
12v12 is what I read,
Yeah, which is just, it looks like it's going to be so much fun.
It looks like chaos, bro. Like I'm like, what?
Chaos. Yeah.
How do I think about this?
And this vehicle, you can like store objectives or like heavy weapons and stuff in the back. So it doesn't have a turret like the Warthog does. It's just like a heavily armored Warthog with no, with space for your crew and space for your loot, essentially. So you can like pick up, like, if you're playing what's the Skull one called? I can't even remember right now.
Dude,
someone in the chat, they gotta know what the Skull game mode is. And you can pop that in the back while you drive to your objective or whatever, instead of trying to run around with it in your hand. So I think that's sick. It's a little boot.
A little boot.
Loads of customization coming.
The customization looks sick from what I read. Like that's exciting. I don't normally care shit at all for customization, but it looks exciting. I'm gonna be pink.
Absolutely. Let's skip forward a little bit.
And it's cross play, cross
progression, cross obviously platform. Yep. So
amazing. We can fight
Xbox
together.
PC. We can absolutely, and it's going to be so fun. And you can really, they're talking about like expressing yourself. But what's sick is
orange. What a good color.
That looks mad. There's like this I forgot what they call it, but it's like your kind of hub that you can be in outside of matches. And
the academy or whatever they called it.
Academy, yeah, thank you. And you can do like bot matches to test your skills out and to test new weapons. You can go and customize all your stuff. But it's all, they were very and you can do prosthetics now, which is fucking mad. I love that.
I love that you can do left arm versus right arm and shit. Like,
yes, yeah, that's so cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, so
and
good.
So obviously it's free to play. They've got a battle pass. It's 2021, so whatever.
It is what it is.
Now,
what's in the battle pass?
They're not 100% clear, and I haven't, to be fair, looked really further into this. But it sounds like armor will be in it, cosmetic, like different colors, skins-esque kind of thing. But he does mention like they are just cosmetic. They are completely optional. But if you buy a battle pass, it never expires, I think they said. So, or if you miss a battle pass, you can buy last season's one or something like that. Now,
perfect. I hate that when I'm like, oh shit, I missed a season. I didn't know because I didn't play this game yet or something.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, to be fair, I don't have a lot of experience in modern multiplayers to really understand how a battle pass works that much. But as far as, I understand it, you're unlocking stuff. You pay for something and then you're unlocking it as you level up, or as you progress through, levels. And I don't know if you'll be earning in-game currency to buy one if you were just to play it. They weren't really clear about that. If that battle pass is purchasable without money. But
I see what you're saying.
I think the fact that it is a free-to-play game, like it's obviously going to have microtransactions, but they're not doing loot boxes no more, because they had rec kits, requisition kits, whatever they're called, rec packs in Halo 5, and they were quite literally loot boxes, and people weren't happy about that, especially because a lot of it was some big time surprise mechanics. Sorry, I misspoke. Surprise mechanics. It was like you could buy gold ones with real money, and if you spend enough money, you would just unlock everything because there were no duplicates, and that was actually better weapons for Warzone. It wasn't for but this is like different versions of like say an assault rifle, and then the mythic assault rifle, and that was actually a benefit in the Warzone game mode. Even if it was like it wasn't just something you could always have, but you had the option to get it if you were doing well in the game mode. So I'm glad they've removed that. They haven't spoken about Warzone yet, but to be honest, I really hope they bring it back, because I think Warzone, and at least Warzone Firefight, is definitely a game mode that so Warzone is, it's like objective based, a little bit bigger. Well, yeah, a little bit bigger than big team battle maps. And it was 8v8, but it's got you start in a base and you have to run towards an objective and take the objective, and then each team's getting points and stuff like that. And I think there's usually 3 or 4 capture areas around the map. But as you play the game, you get points, and then you can use those points to buy vehicles or buy guns that you then spawn with for that life, and then you can use those. You can, if you save up enough points, you spawn with a tank, and then you can fly through and just kill everyone with a tank. But you've used all your points. So but then Warzone Firefight was that, but there were enemies like AI as well. So God, it's been so long since I played Warzone, normal Warzone. But yeah, the other one, it was PvE as well. So that was a great, yes, and Chipmunk. There's bosses too. So yeah, they're it would pop up, as far as I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chipmunk, but they, a marker would pop up, and whatever team kills that boss first gets a whole bunch of points. And it's a fucking great game mode. I love the shit out of that. So, yeah, I'm hoping we see more stuff like that as well. But definitely this multiplayer is just looking phenomenal.
It looks spicy.
Phenomenal.
Looks really nice.
Something I missed. Oh, your little AI assistant. So, yeah, you can have I'm guessing by default it's probably the main announcer who's double kill. That bloke. But it sounds like you can change that to be, I don't know if it's just different voices or whatever, but that seems cool.
That's so interesting, adding different voice lines.
And I think that level, I don't know. It looks like you go change it in the. Oh, okay. All right, I'm wrong. The announcer and the person AI is 2 different things. Fair enough. I will need to look into that further. And yes, you are absolutely right. That is such a good point. You would your team would be killing the boss in Warzone, and then the health is right down, and then they come along and they get the killing shot, and it's horrible.
So rude.
Well, I'm definitely going to look more into this. I've only watched the Halo multiplayer thing once, so it looks fucking great, and I love the hype around Halo right now. I think it's just thrilling. It's fucking thrilling.
It's lovely that it's finally here for Xbox,
Yeah, right. It's been a while, but I think that break, that 1 year pushback delay is probably the best decision they could have ever made.
Absolutely. You cannot deny that they needed it, especially after what we saw last year, even though every time we see something, it's always a lot earlier than it actually, where they're actually at. But what we saw last year was rightfully bullied for looking like trash. I saw some comparison shots between what the guns looked like last year and what they look like now, and it's just it's so much better. Whew.
Yeah, and it's if you look at the history of Halo, really, it's always been a really good looking game, and it deserves the treatment that it seems to be getting. And that's a pretty crazy stat. Halo multiplayer overview video hit #1 on trending. That is big time. Well, it's got 1 million views in a day. So and it's trending on Twitter, I think, as well.
Anticipated games, so.
Jeff Keighley's most anticipated game. But it's funny. I don't like buying into the bullshit, the console war
Are you gonna
stuff.
pre-order?
But it's really Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might buy the collector's edition. I know it's on Game Pass and everything, but I want that. I want that collector's edition.
Yeah.
If it comes with a helmet too, like bring that shit on. That samurai one, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I do hate to involve myself in console warring and side taking.
Yeah. Of course, we both do. There's they're both are great. Like it doesn't matter.
But seeing all these like channels and creators that have really ragged on Xbox for years, being like, "Oh my god, this looks so good." It's like, yeah, fucking now you realize.
Yeah.
Like, kind of frustrating, but like I get why, but
yeah, but like that's like you're not picking a side in that. You're just like, finally, you dum-dums understand that it's not really the way it is. Like, I don't know. Console wars is so fucking dumb to me. What a waste of brain.
Absolutely. And for some reason, just going on a sidebar here, like Twitter would just like recommend me console war shit. Like
I know.
Even the Controllers and Coffee Twitter, which I only follow, like we only follow us on it. The recommendations in the Twitter feed are always like console war shit. It's like, is this relevant to you? It's about game development. It's like, no, it's not. It's about fucking being a console fanboy.
You're an idiot. I have this like one person that keeps popping up on my whatever you call it. What's it called? Anyways, some Twitter user that keeps popping up.
Twitter feed?
Mm-hmm. Whatever it is. I don't know. A feed. And like every time I see them, they're doing console war bullshit, but every time they're switching sides. They're like,
oh my god,
Sony is shit, dog shit games. Returnal is ass, and so is fucking everything else they've ever made. And then the next day they're like, Ratchet and Clank is the best game that anyone's ever made. PlayStation is full of bangers. Xbox deserves to go in a grave. We all knew this every day. And then the next day they're fucking, Xbox is king. Sony really needs to pick up their game if they want. Like, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Leave me alone.
Did this guy forget to log into his alt account or some shit?
Right? He's trying to argue with himself. Like, please. Even if like just like the disparity, I'm getting whiplash. What are you talking about, dude?
Fuck's sake.
They are the worst, Chipmunk. It's terrible. God,
and just to continue this rip on fucking Twitter, I hate how you mute someone that you may have never seen before, and then there's a post and there's like, this person is muted, and I'm like, who's commented on this? And I view it and it's like, why is that first? If I muted them, just put it at the bottom of the fucking 200 comments that are on a video. Don't put it at the top and tell me that I've muted them. Why? It's
trying to bait you back into unmuting them. They're trying to feed the fire.
Absolutely. It's like, what did they say? Because if it's muted, just don't show. Just don't show it. It's not that fucking hard.
I don't want to see that.
It'll be like, you've blocked this person. It's like, cool. I blocked them. Get them away from my fucking feed.
Fuck off.
Fucking hell. There's our Twitter rant. Muting is the new notification.
You're right. Dude, this person you never wanted to hear from again, they just said something. Do you want to know what it is?
Did you know they posted this?
They're talking again. That fucker you hate has an opinion. Do you want to see it?
Oh my god. That's what I should just tell people. Instead of don't subscribe, like don't follow me on Twitter. Just mute me on Twitter, baby.
Mute me on Twitter, baby.
You'll see me everywhere. Oh shit. All right.
Shit.
That's enough of that Halo action. What else you got for me?
Didn't we have a third thing that we wanted to talk about?
Well,
a third thing that we wanted to touch back on.
There's a little bit of Starfield news that's come out.
That's it. I want to hear it.
Was that it?
That's it. That's the one I wanted to hear.
So the Telegraph sat down with Todd Howard. I didn't know they were
Telegraph,
a gaming company, but whatever. To discuss, and shout out to seasongaming.com, the best gaming website on the internet. Just putting that out there. There's no bias there. They've
Except
done a
for
great
our one
article.
when it arrives. Never, maybe like 17 years in the future. Then ours is the best.
I'm just going to link this in the comments so anyone can have a read, because show some.
Have a bit of a squeeze.
Show some love to Season Gaming. So yes, Todd Howard was interviewed, and there's been a bunch of concept art that's come out. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Wait, no, I gotta look.
You might have seen me. I did retweet some of it as well, and I was like, "Whoa, this looks
had a really busy day,
really
so
cool."
I don't think I actually have
fair.
Ooh, that green one. Ooh, I did see Hand Solo Simulator. I did see that.
Yeah. So some of the dot points I'm just going to go through. Thanks, Ainsley. You create your own character. Good. That's awesome. The game will support both first and third person play, which is great. You play as a human explorer, but there are alien races. Big, yes. You are part of the Constellation group of explorers, which we
wait.
Trailer.
Before there's any more dot points that are read out, because this one resonates with me. These aliens, are they compatible with our species?
Yes, she's been playing Mass Effect.
Maybe some alien action. There better be. Like, there can't not be, right? Like, gosh.
I fucking hope so.
They better look nice. I wonder if there'll be a tentacle one.
Please.
Please, tentacles.
Please, goddess.
No, I want the lizard man.
You haven't even got to Mass Effect 2 yet. Wait till you meet.
Exactly. Alien booty calls. That's what we need. Just like, yo, come on out to my constellation ship. It's called the Frontier. You'll find me in the atmosphere. Bro. Get up in my ship.
Oh shit. So your ship is called the Frontier. Spot on. Takes place about 300 years in the future. Howard described it as a Han Solo simulator. The aesthetic is NASA punk. And Kat, if something resonates with you more, I don't know what it would be.
Oh, I'm so excited. NASA punk. Hell yeah. Also, wait.
I called it junk sci-fi, but I prefer NASA punk.
NASA punk is sick. Going back to that alien booty call, I can see that scene in both first and third person.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But NASA punk, like, dude, I have some, this isn't necessarily NASA punk, but I have some original Soviet pins from like their like different launches into space. They're like parade pins and stuff like that to advertise the like launches into space for different missions. I fucking love that shit. I'm so excited for NASA punk. Like,
yeah, well, when sci-fi but grittier and more retro is like, that's your vibe 100%.
Hell yeah.
A more hardcore quote in quotes pen and paper like RPG than some of their more recent games. You'll be able to choose your character's background. Obviously, gameplay will be shared closer to launch, and the game is being built on the new Creation Engine 2. It is the first game to use it, so I guess it's it's probably an Unreal 4 to 5 kind of thing. It's the same engine, but it's probably got a lot more tools. And I think they're making a point of that because people are like, nah, the Creation Engine's trash. Which, it's got some bugs. It's been around for a long time. So it's good.
It's a bit old.
Upgrading that. And maybe that's why maybe that's why it's taking longer than people thought. People thought it might be ready in 2021. But it's definitely, it's another year and a half away. So
yeah, but that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Laz, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Hook more Monster Hunter into my brain. That's all you, baby.
I mean, I love Monster Hunter, but I was not here for that showcase. I just was not about it.
Yeah, fair. Yes, and some very cool not screenshots. Concept art has come out. Yeah, this is one of the things that, like, this interview with Todd Howard, I think would be, oh my God, the Telegraph wants me to fucking sign in to continue reading. Fuck off.
Of course they would.
This interview, if it wasn't all digital E3, would be like a Coliseum thing on stage, and it'd be a cool interview where, Jeff Keighley would probably, dig in a little bit and try and get some answers. But I mean, it's good. It's more information about a game that I gotta say. Can I just say the color scheme, full Narita Boy vibes with the yellow, red, and blue. It's got orange in there as well. But I love that. I love that vibe. Like, it's not that main key art is not what I expected. Also, there's a robot and it's going to be your friend because it was like outside your ship in the trailer. Yeah, it's on the key art and it looks mad.
If you like, the color scheme is very retro futuristic, but it's also kind of like that old space age kind of Outrun sort of style. Like, you see a lot more of that color scheme in Outrun stuff. So I am all about it. Like,
yeah, I thought excited. You would be. You are a big retro futurist.
I'm a big space bitch.
I'm all about this. I'm all about this fucking game.
I'm so excited. I'm wondering, like, how many places can I go? Like,
yes, this is
when I go to a planet, how much of it can I see? Like, am I locked into a small area, or can I just fucking buzz all the way around it? Like, am I locked to one solar system or not? Like, is it like, if it's more pen and paper RPG?
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be more solar systems. I don't think it's going to be within our solar system because, if we're talking aliens and shit, yeah,
absolutely. And if we're talking about, like,
but I don't think it'll be
or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be outer world style where it's one solar system but not our solar system.
Yeah,
I think, and I hope it doesn't. I hope it's not like you can fly anywhere. I hope it's more like Outer Worlds where it's like
go to a planet.
Or Mass Effect where you choose to go to a planet.
Yeah.
I hope those planets are really tightly curated and like big open areas like Skyrim or like a Fallout game.
Yeah.
There's that robot, by the way. And he waved. Yeah. He's your little buddy.
He looks huge, but
yeah, he's massive.
Little buddy. Like,
he's my little buddy.
My little buddy. And my little pal.
I really hope there are like a diverse group of planets. And I mean, judging by that artwork, like, it's pretty diverse.
That green place looks fucking sweet.
That looks cool. And there's like that weird one where it's like sitting on a water, like just sitting on the water, like a giant oil rig kind of thing. There's a big city planet, like
very
Coruscant
cool
or something like that. Yeah, so just learning a little bit more information. It's got me real hyped. It's got me real happy. I'm very excited.
Very cool. Very
exciting. Alrighty. I know you had a couple of indie games you like the look of.
Yeah, I got 3. Do you have some?
No. I think
right.
No. I didn't get a chance to watch too much more stuff, so I just watched the ones you showed me.
Well, let's have a look at them.
What's that one? What's the first one called? Dreamscaper?
Dreamscaper, I think.
Yeah, I think this looks pretty dope. Looks like this one's been in early access for a while.
Yeah, well, I'd never seen any of these 3 before, so I was like, "That's cool. That's cool.
Me
And
neither.
that's cool." Like,
yeah, the second one is real cool.
yeah,
and we'll talk about that.
The last one though is my favorite, so we're going in a good order.
Cool. So,
this one I just thought like some of the areas look very like they have a very strong aesthetic, and then other ones look more like they're trying to imitate reality a bit more. So I was like that car driving section, like, so I was interested.
Yeah. And then some of them are really like, well, dream like, yeah.
Yeah.
So does it look like you're like going about your day?
Yeah.
In the real world, and then when you go to bed, you go to sleep.
Yeah, you go into dreams, yeah, and you have to like reconcile shit. Like I don't know too much about it, but yeah, it looks really fancy. It got puzzles in it. I love puzzles. It's got fighting. Like
it's almost like a isometric. I don't know what the word would be like. Oh no! Don't replace good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're dying a lot, it seems like it could be rogue-like-ish, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But then it seems to be having like maybe like when you die each night, then the next time is different.
Yeah, right. It looks like there's so much different stuff there that it looked like would be more like the next dream you go into is a different one. Like not necessarily that you get to repeat it. So
or maybe if you succeed in an area, kind of, roguelike, maybe then you wake up and then the next day you're in the next area or something like that,
Yeah, actually, maybe that's a cool idea. But they had like if you go forward a little bit, there's like a skills section. I think is what they show. I'm interested in that too. Like,
just go a bit of half speed action here.
Yeah, I like this guy. Like, clearly that's your surroundings. It looks a bit fucked up, to be perfectly honest. Like, not the cafe. The cafe looks fine, but that world map looks a bit fucked. Like, I don't know what's wrong with those buildings, but they look a bit manky. And then this bit, like a meditation.
Yeah, meditate. Become the best version of
myself. No, that's not going to happen.
Have we met?
And then a sketchbook. If the Care Bears
had a shield,
pairs nicely with the Radiant Edge. The shield boosts impressive damage. So this is like abilities.
Unlock this item to weaponry. Find it in the dream world, it says at the bottom.
Okay. So that does make you think more roguelike as well, because if you're unlocking the item, you potentially find it as opposed to getting it.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it comes out pretty soon. Was it August 12th? Yep, August 12th. So really not that far away. I think it's coming out of early access. Looks like it could be a bit of fun. Definitely.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Coromon.
You've looked at before. Let's go.
Coromon. This is big time.
Big time. Look at that shark guy. I fucking love him.
Love this soundtrack. So, 50% speed.
I was gonna say it sounds a bit fucked, actually. But
sounds like I'm having a bad dream.
He has a big head.
Huge.
Fucking phase up.
Cool areas.
Yeah. Farms? Like, do I get to farm?
That's right. It's Pokemon.
It's Pokemon, but no, it's Fakeamon. Nibbledar. I love Nibbledar.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, same. Excuse me. Luna Pup. Oh, there's like 3 different versions. Nice. Oh, I love that guy too, Caradoon.
And then
Pokemon off of Wish.
Yes.
That's it. Like, these are your B grades, but I love it. I think
it's so funny. Pokemon off of Wish.
It's about high time that we start getting more Pokemon ripoffs. Like,
absolutely,
Pokemon's stale as fuck. And I want to see more games that are emulating the exact style of Pokemon, but giving you something different, which is why Temtem was such a success and is still a success. A lot of people play that game. And
also, just look at that shark.
Look at that shark. Look at that little bitch.
So
I love it. Also, even that little turtle guy is very cute. I don't know what that ball thing over there is. Like, I don't know about that.
I don't know. But do you reckon they're the starters? The starter Koromon?
Well, I thought about that,
Koromon.
But you see them fighting the shark. Normally, you don't fight your starters again; like they're harder to get. Also, if you look at them, you think this might be a fire or a rock type Pokemon, and then you've got a water, but then you've got ice. So a Koromon or a Fakemon. So you got like fire, water, and ice, and that doesn't really make sense. I mean, that guy could be like a normal time, I don't know. It just doesn't seem quite right.
Oh,
GG Moto back.
GG is back with the super stickers. Thanks, my man. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Love that super sticker action. That's awesome. I can't see it in StreamYard. It's really annoying, but I can see it.
It is really annoying.
In the
it's
chat.
Like a dude with that cup.
Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you. You're the best. All right. What is number 3? I can't remember the name. Sands of Aura or some shit.
Sands of Aura. That's it. That's the one.
Is that it? Oh, what a fucking guess.
Yeah, yeah.
What a fucking guess. I nailed that.
You're my hero, man.
In my head. Thanks, Fresh. Yeah. It's a short one.
It is a short one.
Let's give it some volume. Official.
Let's watch this trailer.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, why? It's so difficult to do this sometimes. There we go.
See that line down the bottom there?
Yeah. Oh, the character's cool.
Yeah, it's cute. But also, I really like the area design as well. It's very nice. Very nice areas to me. I have no idea what that freaking boat is, but whatever.
I like how they're just no worries, just like it's Souls-like combat.
Yeah.
It's cool. And this one is definitely a isometric Souls-like. And that character model is cute as.
Yeah, it's very
really cool design.
The environment's really pretty, I think. I think it's really nice. I don't. It kind of looks like there's one part in the trailer that gives me like maybe like puzzle-ish vibes. Not necessarily that like you're actually solving a puzzle, but maybe like, oh, you need to light this to go wherever or something like that.
Right.
Very, very cute though. I don't get that really start bit. I don't get the sea. Like I get that it's buried beneath a sea of sand. Is that just the intro to the area?
Souls-like journey. Souls-like journey. That is like the mashup
like,
of the
light something up and then you're going through areas, and then there's got that little.
Is it like maybe? Oh yeah.
Some sort of thing that is like I don't know if it's necessary to move forward or not, but it makes me feel like there might be like, little puzzles, but not necessarily puzzles that you go through.
Sure.
And I don't know, like look at that. This like these sections specifically, and like the camera turning as opposed to being locked into that view. Very nice. Very nice. I like it.
And I must say, after some of these indies that we've seen, I'm loving the future of lighting in video games and the future of indies in general, but like just amazing what tiny studios are going to be able to do with lighting in the future, like now and into the future. It's like, yeah, they're stylized to look a certain way and have a certain graphical style, but the lighting in some of these little 2D or 3D quite simple games is just fucking phenomenal. It looks beautiful. So good.
No, Lazar, you're lying to me. You're fucking lying because I love that game.
He's stirring you up. He's
talking that shit. Don't be talking that shit.
You get banned from the channel.
Unless you think this game is just going to be fantastic. I highly doubt it. I doubt you believe that. I doubt it.
Oh, that's hilarious. He's right. Heresy. He's rolling you up, Kat. Don't let him. Don't let him. It's all right. Just convince him he needs to buy an Xbox Series S and get Game Pass, because he's ready to pull the trigger, but he's got cold feet. So.
Well, does he have a PC though?
Doesn't matter. He needs an Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't own an Xbox.
Not you, him.
Yeah, but if you've got a PC, you can still get Game Pass and enjoy all the greatness. Like,
I don't think he does. I think he's got a PS5.
I have one of those, but definitely Game Pass is like super worth it. So I mean, like actually, like watching all of those freaking trailers, I'm like, dude, I want to get an Xbox, and I'm like, oh no, wait, I have Game Pass on PC. I don't need an Xbox. But like, I thought that multiple times. So yeah, definitely, if you can't access all the juicy shit we've been spouting these past few days because you don't have an Xbox or a PC, you're gonna have to get one or the other. And to be fair, both of them are very hard to get right now because of graphics.
You can walk into JB Hi-Fi and buy a Series S.
S, not an
S.
But
that's what he's looking to buy though. And
if you're looking to buy an S,
we're talking about it today. Yeah, and there's like $300 on Marketplace, $350 for a Series S. It's like, it's a no-brainer, bro. You got to pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger. It's done. We're all gamers here.
We are. We gaming. We gaming, Jeff. We gaming. I'm gonna just revert over to my notes from the weekend that has been, and see if there's anything else that really, comes to me. While I do that, what have you got for me?
I've got a purchase that I made today. It's got nothing to do with the rest of the show.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready. Oh, my God. I was literally about to say, is that dicey?
It's just a big dice. It's not dicey. But it could be, especially after our chat the other day, right? Like,
yeah, straight up.
Right.
I thought that was new.
Work, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm buying it. Good way to cap off a shit day is to buy a giant fluffy dice pillow.
That's so dope.
So that was nice, Isn't it? It was nice. What number do you want to roll? What are you betting for?
Oh, bet on 3. Oh, yes!
Would you believe it? Oh, fantastic! It was meant to
be. It was meant to be. Now you just got to add some little arms and legs to it, and
make my own dicey.
That feels like so long ago, that trailer. One thing I did want to say was Doom Eternal is getting a Series S and X optimized patch. It's getting ray tracing and performance mode up to 120 frames per second. That is fucking exciting. And I think everything else just, glossed over it the other night. Diablo 2 is coming to console. That's dope.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, but it's not on. That's one of the ones that wasn't on Game Pass. No. One of the 3 that wasn't.
That's okay. I mean, I'm not buying any other games this year, am I? So, okay, bye.
I suppose you are right. Game Pass really got us covered. And that's why you can afford to buy an Xbox Series S.
Yeah, that shit. That's it. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else. Hey, did you know what the hell that Ayuden Chronicle game was?
No, I was like, what is this? And then they were like, Ayuden Chronicles, whatever, coming 2022 or 23 or whatever. And then they were like, and Ayuden Chronicles Revival coming out earlier. And I was like, why didn't you lead with the one that's coming out sooner? What? But whatever, like.
Also, holy shit, Trek to Yomi, the black and white samurai game.
I do know what that is.
Devolver. Yeah. Holy shit.
Good. That looked nice, actually. I completely forgot about that until you spurred my memory just then.
What was Devolver
Showcase was good.
It was good. They only showed 6 games, but it was so good.
It was long.
It was so funny, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trek to Yomi looks amazing, and I think it's like it almost looks like it's on a 2D plane, but with 3D environments.
Yeah.
But yeah, samurai combat and like very samurai film, like noir.
Yeah, when I watched it, I was like, "Is this Ghost of Tsushima with the filter on?" Which is still like one of the best games ever. Like, fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my PlayStation down here and play Ghost of Tsushima and finish it finally.
Yeah, dog.
I think Death's Door looked cool, but I actually can't remember really exactly what it was.
Yeah, Death's Door, it does look good, but I didn't mention it the other day because we've seen it before. We already knew that.
Okay, for sure.
So it showed a little bit more of the like actual combat than we originally saw. Originally, we saw more of the I don't know, the hub or the overworld where it's black and white and you're actually walking around, and less of the colorful like fighting zones.
Righty. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Nice one. And I think we might have mentioned it for a second, but Avalanche are doing a game in collaboration with Xbox Game Studios called Contraband, which we just saw that teaser trailer that had
like the frozen
Steely Dan playing. Yeah. With the Steely Dan banger. I love that song.
At first I was like, what is going on?
Open world. Yeah, it was weird. Coming to just series consoles and PC. So that's cool. It's probably 4 years away. But it's cool that Microsoft kind of very subtly said, like, yeah, we're doing a partnership with a third party for an exclusive game that's technically calling it Xbox Game Studios, like Ori did.
Yeah.
Ori said Xbox Game Studios, but it was a third party partner.
Yeah.
So sick. So I think that's cool. Avalanche makes some great games, but they're often lower budget. So having that big Microsoft cash behind them is going to be good. It's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah. What about you? Any last final thoughts after this last 4 days of E3 and Summer Game Fest?
I've got one final thought.
Please.
The week before E3, you got me hyped about a game, and you stabbed me in the back. Here you go telling me there's gonna be a Souls-like Final Fantasy Origin. Here you go, getting me hyped up. I hadn't even heard about it. And I was like, are you kidding me? That sounds fantastic. And then I see Final Fantasy Origin. What a letdown. Like, that's like more like a Devil May Cry type of fucking deal to me. Like, that didn't really look like controlled, very specific combat. No, that didn't look like that. That looked more like spectacle fighting, maybe with a bit of thought behind it, just a tad. But it was not what I expected. And also, that trailer was
what
shit.
I expected. Yeah, all he was doing was like, "I'm gonna kill Chaos." Actually, I've got a funniest video to send you.
Where's Chaos? And then they're like, "Oh, that's Gibraltar or whatever his name is." And he's like, "No, I'm Chaos.
I'm Chaos.
I'm Chaos." I'm like, are you? And also, if the whole game is about fighting chaos, are you just showing me the end boss? Like,
that's what another podcast I watched said. They're like, it's a weird way to show the final boss, but
yeah.
Like,
also, the dude's wearing just a fucking t-shirt. Like, what is he doing? Why is he just wearing a t-shirt?
I put that guy in our
friends. Yeah, in
the thumbnail. I forgot to talk about it again. It made such little impact on me.
Yeah, but like look at his compatriots, his partners in battle, his best buddies, like his fucking best old pals here in freaking high fantasy gear, and he's just in a t-shirt and like high booties.
I think they're doubloons, the pants, by the way. Just put it out there.
I like that he turns everything to crystal, but like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem soulsy. Really.
I don't know if it's just this trailer, but this looks like something out of fucking Xbox 360.
Yeah, it looks like turd. And like,
it only plays at 10. That's weird.
Like some of it kind of does look Dark Soulsy, but this spectacle of every time he fucking kills something, it turns to crystal. Like,
yeah.
And like some parts of it just look a bit more like this sort of stuff. Like maybe that's a special attack, but all of these crystal snaps just don't give me that vibe. And here we are in a very
so this guy's straight up male lightning from
Final Fantasy 13. Fucking pink-haired fantasy bitch here, and this guy up here with the massive dick that they give you a big old shot of and a fancy fucking armor, and then they're like fucking Joe Blow in the middle with his t-shirt on. What's that about? On chaos.
Do you want to see? I'm showing you. Going to show you the funniest video. This is so good, ready. And anyone in the chat, they can listen to this as well, because this is fantastic. Shout out to the video creator GKP, who only has 334 subscribers, and this video is on 40,000 views. So go give this guy a comment.
Fucking give him a squiz. Yeah, boost that shit.
Let's just quickly do this. Post this in the chat. On Direckt sent you. All right, this is so funny.
We are here to kill chaos. We must kill chaos. My quest is to kill chaos. Chaos will die. I can't fucking stand chaos. It pisses me off. Chaos won't escape. Chaos killed my wife and fucked my dog and recorded it. Chaos. I have the MP4 on my MacBook. Chaos is a loser nerd with no friends. Chaos. This is the shrine of chaos. Chaos. We're here. Mom said it's my turn to kill chaos. We are here to kill chaos. Chaos. That's my mission. I hate chaos so much, it's unreal. Chaos will be waiting. I only know one thing. Chaos. I want to kill chaos. I can smell chaos, so I think he's around. This is the shrine to chaos. I just shit my pants. He's here. Chaos. Chaos pissed on my doormat. Chaos. He was trying to draw his own face with it. Chaos is the speed-eating champion in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Chalupa division. Chaos. I won't rest until chaos is defeated. Chaos hates capitalism, and yet he participates in it. Ironic. Chaos. Fucking piece of shit.
Ironic.
I won't forgive chaos. Chaos. Chaos bought the last Skylander at my local toys even though he knew I wanted it. I'm going to kill chaos. Chaos. Chaos can't even bench one plate. I know that chaos is here. Chaos is Team Edward. But I haven't seen Twilight yet, so I don't know if I'll agree with that. This is the end. I should have known chaos was behind Chaos won't stand in my path. Chaos will taste my revenge. Chaos does a lot of volunteer work. Chaos. And makes a big impact in his community. Chaos. Bitch. I hope Chaos doesn't think my shirt is weird. His opinion means a lot to me. Chaos. Chaos downloaded a bunch of dolphin porn onto my computer. That's how come it's on there. Chaos. Who are you?
That's how come it's on there.
I am chaos.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That is so good.
That's hilarious.
Oh shit. What? So go give that guy a like. Go give that guy a big like. I don't think I've liked it on his profile. That is incredible. You know what? I'm going to subscribe to him because that is incredible.
Like and subscribe, not to Direckt Gaming, but to that other
to GKP.
GKP.
What a legend. What an absolute... Chaos must die.
Hates
Welcome to the chat, puppies. Thanks for joining us. Chaos for Tommy Wiseau. Oh, shit.
Chaos ate my last Twiggy stick.
Oh. All right. Well, I think that is a pretty good place to end it for E3. Chaos.
I do also. Chaos.
Sup, Sean? Thank you for joining.
Would you believe we've actually kept it around an hour for once? Like,
yeah, it's sort of there. I mean, look, it's E3. If we're not doing fucking 5 hours worth of podcasts in 3 sessions, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Chaos. Thank you, Sean, for tuning in. We are about to can the fucking rest of the show. Lovely people. Oh, puppies, did you only just join? You're here at the terrible time.
Luckily
too much chaos.
There will be a VOD. Well, not a VOD, but you know, it'll be up there.
Yeah, I think it's still called a VOD, right?
Yeah.
The extended edition, puppies, is the one you were on last night that went for 2 hours. That was
that is.
And next time, thanks, Sean. I'll see you soon, brother. Kat, tell these lovely people where they can find you, what's happening on your Twitch channel this week and in the future.
This week at twitch.tv/CapCat. Right there. Also right there. You will find me tomorrow playing Biomutant and hopefully finishing it. I am up to the last 2 bosses. Like, I have done all the side quests before to lead up to them. I'm fairly certain. So I hope I can just knock them out of the park and be done with the game very shortly.
You still like it?
Yes, but it is long.
Yeah.
And I have a terrible habit of not finishing games, so I'm going to try really hard to actually finish it. Yeah, right? Like, I'm like, wow, I'm loving this game, but I've got to experience others. So hopefully I can, like, really chop that off, and I can return to it to do the side stuff whenever I feel like it, but I just want to get that main story out of the way. And then on Sunday, we return to Dark Souls 2, which is a fucking good game.
Laz, and you should go, follow Kat and watch her play Dark Souls 2 and realize how good a game that is.
We do Souls Sundays. So we are hanging out in Shulva's Sanctum on Sunday, which is the first DLC for Dark Souls 2, and is one of my favorite areas. It's a lot more difficult than what we're up to because we went there early, but it's fine. And if you want to probably just see me retweet a lot of Elden Ring stuff, you can follow me at CapCatty on Twitter. Yeah, right? Like, maybe I'll draw some little pot boys and post them. Like,
oh my God, please do that.
I love that little pot boy. But yes, catch me on CapCatty on Twitter. So just an extra T and a Y on the end. And I'll see you around. Feel free to talk shit with me all the time. All the time.
That's all I do.
Send me Elden Ring memes.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. Well, do that. Go follow Kat. Follow me on Twitter at Direckt Gaming. Subscribe to Direckt Gaming, youtube.com/Direckt Gaming. The podcast, few changes coming. I think we're going to keep this live format going because it's a lot of fun having people in the chat. Wow. Just going to put that one up there.
We're getting to Bloodborne one day. The problem with Souls Sunday right now is that 2 out of 3 people have PlayStations. So we're doing the PC ones right now. And we're crossing our fingers that PlayStation brings Bloodborne to PC, which everyone's been asking for a really long time. They said they're updating their roster and adding a ton of new games. Yeah, right? Like, so we're hoping that it comes one day. So Dark Souls is where we're at. We've finished all Dark Souls 1. We're on to Dark Souls 2, then Dark Souls 3, and we'll see where the world takes us. So you do you over in the corner, and I'll be vibing in a good game.
Yes, so we're going to do this podcast at pretty much this time on Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evenings, so around 8:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is 6:30 a.m. Eastern, 11:30 a.m. British Standard Summertime. I think that's going to be an ongoing thing.
Sounds good to me,
Standard Summer. And of course, it will be coming out on all podcast platforms pretty much straight after, because this makes my workflow so much easier. I can literally just download it from StreamYard, boom, put it on Anchor, and it's good to go. If you want the audio version of the podcast, it is anchor.fm/controllersandcoffee. And if you want to submit a question, because we really want to bring this podcast to our audience to get some great interaction there going on, hence why we're changing it to a live format every week. Send us an email if you have like an extended question you want to ask about anything to do with the gaming industry. Totally. This is like what I really want from this show.
Ask
Controllers and coffee.
Ask us about
microtransactions.
We will talk for 7 years. Ask us about like literally anything. Ask us what the best color scheme for video games is. We'll talk about it for half an hour.
That is actually a really good topic we could do. This video game color scheme. Controllersandcoffee@gmail.com would be the email address there. At ControllersPod on Twitter, as per the bottom of the stream here. And thanks everyone for tuning in to our 3 podcasts of E3 2021 and Summer Game Fest, the extravaganza. I am so happy with all the coverage we've done. Thank you, Kat, for just being a great fucking co-host. You're the best. I'll have a video wrapping my top 10 E3 moments, takeaways, thoughts on the channel.
I have a question for you about your video.
Mm-hmm.
Will they be ranked? Like, this is the 10 best thing, and this is the first best thing. Alrighty.
Absolutely, they will. You know I love a good list.
Best thing gonna be Elden Ring, or is it not going to be Elden Ring?
Kat, I think you're gonna have to watch my video to find out.
No,
Dicey.
That's fair. That's spoilers. You're right. You're right.
Spoilers. I haven't even written my list yet.
But if I watch that video and it's not Elden Ring as number 1, or if, as Puppy says, it's not even on there, I'm going to riot all the way down there and freaking, I don't know, burn something.
I probably would have forgotten about it and be like,
headphones.
It's just the Xbox conference, and you'd be like, "Where's Elden Ring?" And I'd be like, "Fuck!"
I rescind my video.
No.
Look, I'm just happy, even if it doesn't make number 1 or make the cut. I'm happy that you said the other day, and you can't take it back. You said that it's like the best trailer you've ever seen.
I think
I'm
not even lying. That is probably the best trailer that's ever been made.
And then the Outer Worlds 2 trailer comes after it.
Yes. Such a good trailer. All right. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in the chat. Everybody have a lovely Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Talk about it with me on Twitter. Love you all. Peace out. Have fun.